Do you want to know the curse to having marketing that begins to work really well? You get so busy serving your clients that you don't have time to keep up your marketing. This is a trap that so many small businesses fall into, especially if you have a service that requires your personal attention, where you have to spend time with your clients. It's almost inevitable that you'll fall into this cycle of alternating between marketing to get more clients and then spending time serving those clients. Meanwhile, what we need to do to break free of that feast or famine cycle all begins with one simple step. Yet so many small business owners avoid or defer taking that step forever, choosing to remain in this purgatory of feast or famine. Real freedom comes from scaling our businesses. Yet it can be really scary to think about hiring people or teaching our clients to serve themselves, to solve their own problems, or maybe turning what we know into a product. So we get stuck not taking any action. But luckily, we don't really have to make a choice. The first step we should take for any of those scenarios is the same in all cases. So that's what I'm going to talk about in this video, helping you take that first step towards scaling your business.
So whether you want to scale your business or you don't, by my definition, you do. Because by my definition, it's a necessary phase, a necessary step that we have to go through if we want to make more money and have more freedom in our business. I think why this is necessary will become apparent as we go through some of the mechanisms, some of the ways that you can scale. For one is just to get more efficient. Who wouldn't want to get more efficient, right? It would take less time and energy to help your clients get to the result that they want, giving you more freedom to serve more clients, more time to market your business more consistently, right? Who wouldn't want to get more efficient? So that's one way to scale. Another one is to do what we see a lot of people around us doing, which is to hire and train people, right? Whether those are employees or contractors and virtual staff, people that can support you and do some of the work to deliver on client-facing services, to deliver on what you do for your clients, is another way to scale. Working with groups. So if you currently deliver a one-to-one service with your clients, that limits how many that you can work with. If you were to expand that and work with multiple people at the same time, there's a definition of scaling. You can put your time in once and have multiple people benefit. Maybe teaching them how to get the results that they're looking for. And then finally, you can create or sell a product. Can be your own or can be something that you resell that's relevant to the service that you deliver. Again, here's a revenue stream that is not directly proportional to how much time you put in working with your clients. So these are all ways to scale our business. But I think what can be paralyzing is people, especially looking at this last three, struggle to pick a path that they're comfortable with. Well, geez, hiring people sounds like a big headache, or I'm not comfortable working with groups, or what would a product look like? And it's paralyzing just trying to pick the right path. But what if there was a step you needed to take that you didn't know you were avoiding, that's a necessary phase to getting closer to any of these paths? It can get you more efficient right off the bat. That's one benefit. And then also it's still a necessary step for any of the other options you would consider. Why not take that step? Yet I think a lot of business owners don't realize how important it is, don't realize the benefits, and the fact that by doing it, you're not even painting yourself into a corner about how you might scale in the future. And that step is just to document your way of doing things. Document your unique approach to serving your clients to make sure that they get closer to the result that they're seeking. So let's talk a little bit about the benefits of just documenting. So for one, great marketing material. Right? If you've ever sat down with writer's block trying to come up with a blog post or an email marketing piece, a lot of it can come from just boiling down the steps your clients need to take or that you help them through and transforming that topic into a piece. This is where ebooks come from a lot, right? An ebook might help you overcome one particular issue that's part of a larger problem that this person can help you resolve, right? So great marketing material will come out of you boiling down what your clients wrestle with and how you work with them into smaller pieces and plucking out topics from there. A higher close rate. So now when you're sitting down across the table or with a prospective client who's considering hiring you, even for your one-to-one service, if you've documented that you have a process, that you have a way of working with clients that increases the likelihood of success, you're going to be more successful at acquiring more clients. Just demonstrating that you have a thought process, that you have a way, is really helpful in the sales process. It's going to help you get better, faster results with your clients. Sometimes I get engaged with a client, I'm wrapped up in what they're wrestling with and racking my brain over what to do, and I have to realize, wait a minute, I've faced this before with other clients. I have a process. We have things that we can look at and go through and questions to ask. And invariably, I kind of have a duh moment. And, okay, yeah, I know how to solve this problem. I don't need to wrestle with this. We take the clients through the process and results come. Results come faster. And every time I work through it, I tend to find some tweak, some opportunity to improve my process. So it always is getting better. So the same thing would happen with you, the same benefit. When you no longer have to think hard about something, you can just do more implementation, do more execution with your clients, and less hand-wringing. And greater efficiency. That's really what I just described. When you're helping your clients get to their results faster because you can rely upon a process, you are more efficient as well. Okay, so this is a great idea. How can you make some progress on this issue? So first thing, think about some of the clients. In the last video, I challenged you to interview clients. Idea here is pick one or two of your top clients that you really loved working with, that got great results, and write a little case study. What was the issue that they were wrestling with in the first place? What result were they seeking? How did you get them there? What challenges were there along the way? And this doesn't have to be for public use. It could be, but even just for your own information, write up a little case study. Now think about the steps you took them through and what were some of the formal aspects? Were there any questions that you had them ask, that you asked them? Any assessment tools that you used? Forms that you use? Gather those things up, and maybe you know them all and it's intuitive, but if there's something magic that happens when you extract them from your head and write down the tools that you use along the way. Now we talked about message in the prior videos, and here's another place to be really sensitive to the message. It's important to articulate what result they were seeking. Make sure that you're very clear about that, the ultimate result that they were seeking. And then more individually, as you identify the steps that you took them through, what were the intermediate results that those steps helped them accomplish? So as practitioners, it's really easy to get hung up talking about the how, what we did to help this client. Meanwhile, what's more interesting from a marketing perspective is what intermediate results were achieved at each of those steps. What are the benefits at each of those steps? So try to look through that lens as you define the steps. So let me give you an example from my own marketing. I have a program called Double in a Year, a group program. I've taken the steps that I use with my one-to-one clients and applied them to this program. And at each step, I just want you to see how it's important or how it's possible to express the benefit, to express the intermediate result of that step versus the how, all the how-to stuff. So the step one of this program is to get clear about your ideal client. So when you understand what makes them buy, why your clients will pay a premium for your services, you can immediately improve the results you're getting from your current marketing. Right? So that's the benefit of the first step of this program. Step two is to do what we're talking about in this video. Build scale into your offerings. And when you do that, you can serve more clients and make more money. That's the benefit. Step three is to take one marketing strategy and perfect it. Turn it into a more consistent and predictable client attracting flow. Benefit of that is pretty clear. More clients. Better use of your time in marketing that works more effectively. Step four, learn to systematize, delegate, and outsource, especially pieces of your marketing so you never fall back on that feast or famine cycle again. Learn to do this so that your marketing never stops. And finally, incorporate more marketing strategies on top of the one that you perfected in step 3 to expand your reach and influence. Okay, so this is a program that I'm starting now, but also as an example of how you define the steps of your way, how you define the steps of your process is more based on the results of each of those phases than it is about the inner workings of how you do what you do. So let's get you going. Let's help you make that step. There's a worksheet down below. As I talked about in the prior videos, talking to your clients is essential. So doing a case study is yet another reason to interview your clients. So if you haven't decided to do that yet, I really encourage you to do so. If you would like more help, as I just outlined with the Double in a Year program, I am launching that now. There's a link up above on this website to find out more information. You can apply through there. I would love to have you join that group if it's a right fit for you. Otherwise, please go back through these videos, do the exercises if you haven't. You will get very immediate benefits.